Let's see if it's daytime. It is not daytime. It's nighttime. Well, we'll just have to deal with it, right? So, hey Squirrel, how you doing? Thanks for coming. So I'm like coming down with like the flu or something. I'm like really dizzy and feel like just really feel like crap. So stream for a little bit today. I don't know how long. We'll see how I do. And hopefully I don't pass out and just collapse right here in front of you. That won't happen, but so after we stopped yesterday, I'm so addicted to this goddamn game, I can't stop. And I decided to keep on running north, and I'm at the very farthest north town. Let's use it. Yeah, I am. Zoom out here. I'm at this area here. What is it called? Well, it says factory, but that's the name of the town I just left. And I'm actually up here in Orlo Vets. So I'm like a million miles away from anybody. Usually all the action happens down here. I just decided to go up here just because I was running north. I'm like, well, let's just keep running north. You shouldn't spin in the chair so much. Yeah, that would definitely do it. Anyway, just continuing on, the goal is to play DayZ every day for 30 days. That was kind of the initial, what am I doing this for? We were waiting for DayZ standalone to come out, and I had to wait like a day to get paid so that I could buy it, and then now I'm doing it every single day. There's only 10 people on this particular server. I picked this server because it's the lowest ping for me. And it's always good to have a low ping, especially if you're riding a horse. And that's so funny. I hear the glass breaking, I start freaking out. But for whatever reason, DayZ doesn't it doesn't lock my mouse into the game. So what ends up happening is I move my mouse to the right, and it continues on off the screen, even though it's still being controlled by the game. I mean, I'm still controlling the game with the mouse, you can see. But it's going off the screen, and Twitch right now on the top of their menu bar has a logo. And on the logo there's all these lights, and if you hit the lights, they break. All you gotta do is just run your mouse over them, you don't have to even click them. Hey Bod699. Alright, I'll help you pass the time for a little bit. I was just mentioning, I guess I can't go back to that door, some kind of glitch. I was just mentioning to Squirrel that I'm a bit under the weather today. I think I'm coming down with the flu. So, I feel like really crap. I'm going to try to stream for a little while, at least an hour or so. And get my videos put up on YouTube, and then I think that'll be it for today probably. Also, my family is out. They're out shopping for Christmas for me, because I've already bought all their stuff online, like Amazon and stuff. So it's quiet in the house right now, that's why I decided I'd stream a little bit. But with my kids being home and everything, it is like nuts around here. Tab. Some black jeans. I really wish you could shred jeans. So I'm in the very farthest point you can go in this map north as far as towns go. I'll probably end up humping it south, just getting all the way down there. I'm about 6 kilometers away from the bottom of the map. No reason why I came up here. I literally just was like, well, I'll go explore. I don't really ever come this far up the map, to be quite honest with you. I don't know this area nearly as well as I know down there by Electro. And being I'm at such a remote location and on such an empty map, or there's not that many people here right now. I don't even have my gun out because if anybody were to show up here, it would be a miracle. I didn't expect to see you streaming yesterday after what you said yesterday. Yeah, I wasn't planning on it. Like I was saying, my wife and kids are out shopping for Christmas for me right now, so they said they're gonna be gone a couple hours. And so the plan is I'll stream for like at least an hour, and if they come home, I'll stop, of course. But if they even after the hour, if they're not back yet, what I'll probably end up doing is logging off, and maybe I'll take a nap. It might feel a little better if I took a nap. I usually don't take naps during the day because it screws me up at night, but it's better to feel better than to feel like crap constantly. Is that a 100% orange? That is a worn out orange, but I will take it anyway. Oh, I can't. You know what? I'm going to drop one of these compasses on the ground here. Somebody could use a compass, but I'd rather have the orange. I don't need two compass. Entertain me while I work, Mr. Domo. Will do, Mr. Blue. So I've pretty much picked through this town already. Just gonna do another kind of quick scan of some of the houses out here on the perimeter, and then head back down the coast. I mean, I could go into the interior, but if it's lonely and empty out here, imagine what it's going to be like even farther inland. I've started out there before. I've started out way in the middle of the woods. And it's empty. There isn't much to be found, and they don't have any vehicles in the game, because that's where you go for vehicles. Is you go to some of the more remote areas and always find vehicles there. But because they don't have vehicles in the game yet, to go in there right now would just be a waste of time. Yeah, it's fine, Squirrel. If you don't want to, even if you just want to hang out and listen, you don't have to watch. Liking is fine. Is that a player? No, it's not me. I thought it might be a player just standing still for a second. Like eating or something. Honestly, guys, this is the longest life of any character I've ever had in DayZ. Going on 2 days straight now. And not just 2 days straight, but if you add up all the time, it's like probably close to 18 hours I've been playing, and of those 18 hours, about 10 of them have been on this character. That's pretty damn epic for me. That's why I kind of wish there was some kind of achievement system, or some kind of way that you could... What is it, morphine? Yeah, I'll take that. Or morphine, or some kind of drug. Some kind of drug. Yeah, morphine. So I gotta figure out what do I want to drop for the morphine. Okay, I'll drop the ruined can opener. Can openers are like gold here, but okay. If I break my leg or something, the morphine will help. Kinda disappointed that I didn't get a daytime server. Wait a second. I hear a zombie. Like a zombie chasing somebody. Huh. Well, we'll just let that go there. That one piece of wood? It is. What are you gonna do with the firewood? I suppose you could set it on fire. But I'm not gonna mess around with any of that. Hey Zane, things are good. I mean, the stream's good, game's good, but I'm feeling crap right now today. So, I'm gonna stream for a little bit here, kind of check out everything, and can't guarantee anything exciting today. I'm really far away from where anybody possibly could be. Somebody might spawn up here, but it's pretty unlikely. If they do, though, I'm gonna get them. If they don't get me first. Yeah, Boo is right. I don't know who ordered this sickness crap, but I don't like it. I will eat this banana. Oh, it's rotten. Never mind. I thought it was just badly damaged. It's funny how the damage states in this game work for food. Like, you could have a pristine banana, or pristine ruined banana, or a badly damaged banana. So, yeah. I think, Zane, that if I lay down and take a nap, I might feel better. So I might be doing that in a little while. I'm thirsty, but I'm not hungry, so maybe I should... What is this? Carrying the rags. How come I even have it? Combine them. Gotta get some more Coca-Cola. If I lay down, I'll probably feel better. Just, you kind of, you wake up and sometimes you just feel like crap. That's what I feel. Just like crap. So I figured I'd play a little bit. It'll take my mind off everything. Zane says I'm a fan of naps. Hell yeah. So funny that when you're a kid, you know, like between 4 and 5 years old, you just stop wanting to take naps. Naps just no. Hate them. And then as you get older, you get more older and older, the naps actually become a necessity. And there's a reason for it, actually. When you're a kid, your body needs more rest. So that's why your parents always make you take a nap. But when you're an adult, when you start getting older, the older you get, the less your body produces melatonin. Is it melatonin? Yeah, I think it's melatonin, which basically is what your body produces when you're sleeping. So when you're not producing enough melatonin, your sleep isn't as deep as it was when you're in your 20s or so. So you end up hovering just above REM sleep, and you're not really sleeping all the way. So even though you might sleep the whole night long, you might get 8 hours. You lay down, you get 8 hours of sleep. Your body doesn't get a full 8 hours of rest. So as you get older, you need more naps. I'm 32 fat and I like naps. Well, I'm 42 fat and I like naps. And they just continue on with age. So I'm gonna head back down to the action area. This is really boring. I mean, it's nice to find stuff, but basically all I'm doing is running around enough to where I need to wear out the food that I currently have, and then turn it into where I need more food. So that's why I'm just running around finding foods to keep me alive. It's not really engaging with the game as much. Zombies are ignoring me. Of course, it is middle of the night, and I don't know when the sun's coming up on this server. How many people we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, including me. So it's not a very populated server. I really don't foresee me seeing anybody up here. I say that as I run around the corner of this house up here, and there's like 3 guys standing there murder me. Just shoot me dead. Oh, wait a second. You know what? I have to change my Twitch. I just realized that. It's not day 3. It is survival day 4. And we'll update that on the Twitches. And that's better. If you guys just said anything to me, I missed it because oops, what are you doing with this canteen? Did I drop it? No, okay. If you just said anything, it wiped out the chat when I just fixed the title. Big beans. We will drink the sody pop. And might as well dump this bottle of water. Zane says, I need to send you a PM about the possibility of doing something with your podcast and INN. See how you feel about trying to bring INN back in a big way. What's INN? Sorry, I'm being ignorant here. But right off the top of my head, like I said, my brain is like jello today. I can't even think straight. So maybe INN is something obvious, but hey, Squirrel. I think so. I wrote to him, and he wrote back. You know, everything's cool. So everything's cool. I don't think we need to go back at it or anything. Hey, one-eared gamer. Oh, Imperium News Network. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we could do that. Personally, I'd like to see it just be like a live show where we come on, talk about the news, and then we're done. You know, not make it like a 2-hour thing like we do with the other shows, where it's just a lot of rambling, discussing the game, but discussing a lot of other weird, random stuff too. Oh, don't need to apologize, Squirrel. It's all good. Yeah, for the INN thing, we could do that. Probably let's talk about it after the first of the year. You know, right now everybody's sort of half-assed everything. You know, everyone's kind of coming and going, doing other different projects and all that, and there's just not really many people around. Headache is gone, thank you. But I think the headache was a predecessor to getting worse, sick. Maybe there was the headache was saying, hey, bad stuff is coming, because I feel crap today. See ya, back to lurk there, Squirrel. So I think after the holidays, I'm going to be buckling back down at work, and then everything else will probably be ramping back up again after the holidays. Yeah, let's do that. We'll talk about it after the new year. Get something put together. Yeah. It must be so incredibly windy right now. My breath is floating away like a quarter mile. Look at how fast it's going. I do like the fact that there's weather effects in this game, though. It's pretty neat. Put that away. Need a drink again. I must not have quenched our thirst enough. Oh, you know one thing I do wish I had. I mean, now that I've got pretty much everything you can get in this game, I do wish that I had a watch. A watch would be fantastic. So I could figure out how much longer before the sun comes up. Because yesterday, if you guys watched me, I was playing in the night almost the entire time. Matter of fact, I might even consider switching server just to find a daytime server, because while it's okay to play at night every once in a while, playing nothing but at night is really, really boring. And it's like we're playing in a black and white game, because I'm running the gamma all the way up. One of your gamers says he hasn't found a watch yet. It's probably not in there right now. There's a few things that aren't. In this game, this is like the only working dock I've seen. You know that? All the other ones, the dirt and soil and everything comes all the way up to the bottom of the pier. It's like there's no way at all you could put a ship in there, or of any kind. Where that one there is a pretty functioning one. I used to be in the Navy, so I get into the whole nautical thing. Hey, Slips Yogscast. Hello. Welcome to the show. So what do you guys think? Should we stay nighttime or switch to daytime? I'm game for whatever. If you guys don't mind watching in black and white, we can stay here, or if you would like to see some more colors, and we can switch to daytime. There's really nothing in any of these houses. Hey Cyberwolf, how are you doing? Yeah, I do need a drink pretty soon. I'm only mildly thirsty, but I'll find a spot up here and we'll sit down and take a drink. Yeah, you can gamma night vision. It's not bad, right? I mean, you guys can't see it nearly as good as I can. It's for some reason on Twitch, it's like about 50% as dark as I can see it. I can see everything fine. It's just black and white. Oh, you can't get it to work, huh? What kind of video card do you have? Is it an AMD or NVIDIA? Maybe it's one of the brands you can't do it with. Let's go ahead and drink some of the soda pop. Are your computers having trouble with the quality? I'm streaming out at only, I think, 2500 megabits per or 2.5 megabits per second. Is it laggy for everybody else? I could turn it down a little bit. Trying to get Nether to run login process, pain in the ass. Oh, AMD? That's what I have, AMD. I don't think we're going to come across anything, or anyone, to be quite honest with you. Although it just lagged just then, and sometimes when it lags like that, you're coming up on another player. We have dual AMD 7870s. No lag with Zane. But one of your gamers, the one having the problem with the gamma. Do I even have all the gamma all the way up? Let me see. I don't. Let's turn it up a little bit more. You guys still can't see it nearly as clear as I can. Like on Twitch, it's about 50% as dark as it is for me. So I can see everything's perfectly clear to me except that it's just black and white. Yes, Cyberwolf says there's a lot less zombies in the game. There are. But of course, it is nighttime. And I'm in the farthest north area you can be. I ran all the way from the bottom of the map all the way to the top of the map on the coastline, and I'm just running back down now. gonna clean up my bag a little bit here. Organize everything to an extent. I love how I have alcohol and I can drink it. That's just great. Oh, that freed up some slots. I got 45 caliber rounds. Do I need to reload my 45? I don't think so. It's early alpha and there are more zombies in the game. Yeah, that's what I think is happening is they are, right now they just want to get the game working and then they're going to tweak the settings. They're going to bump the zombies up slowly until it gets to the point where you can't even walk in this game without hitting 100 zombies. What did I think of the usual Terry bad quality Star Citizen stream? I was watching We Are the Romantics yesterday, and even myself, and I'm not a huge streamer, but I've been doing it a long time. My own channel here is kind of small, but I've done streaming on some very, very large channels for different companies, and never had any really big problems. But I have had problems in the past where I know what to do to fix them. And I sent a letter to them saying, hey, you know, I'm a streamer. I would be more than happy to sit down with you guys and do like a short little lesson on what settings you can tweak to get the best possible stream. And no answer, just no reply. And then Wes yesterday said he did the same exact thing. He was actually on asking them permission. Could he stream? Restream the stream so that he could talk while they were doing that, and I'm glad he did because his stream, at least I had somebody to talk to, or we had somebody to talk to, compared to the official stream, which the chat roll is just going by 1,000 miles an hour and there's no moderation at all. And they didn't reply to him either. They just basically just ignored the fact that he said, hey, I'm a big streamer on Twitch and I can help you guys out, and they were like, nah, no thanks. Yeah, don't drink the alcohol. I have the alcohol for you can actually drink it or you can rub it on your body to fix wounds, which is awesome. So if you get like an infection and stuff. But I'm not going to use it for that. Anything right now. I'm pretty healthy. Knock on wood, right? Kitchen knife. All I might want to do now is just see if I can what I find and see if it's better quality than what I already have. I already have a kitchen knife, but let's see what it's like. Damaged. Worn. So worn is better than damaged, so we'll upgrade that. When somebody kills me and gets my body, they're gonna get all the great stuff, man, because I've got so much good goodies. So many goodies. Zane says he thought that rebroadcast was against Twitch's rules. It is, except if you get permission, and he did get permission to do it ahead of time. So it's cool. So if you drink the alcohol in the game, you can fix it by eating some coal tablets. Why bother? I mean, there's no reason to drink the alcohol. It's not going to make you feel better or anything. It's like drinking rubbing alcohol in real life, You drink enough of it, you're going to go blind, and it'll make you your stomach. The details in this game are pretty neat, man. This is a grain loading elevator here, or at least it's some kind of, maybe, what do we got here? These are big food silos, so I'm guessing it's probably some kind of grain elevator. And I've been in buildings like that in real life. They look just like that. It's pretty neat. Sometimes people might misclick it, yeah. I'm gonna do a sneaky ninja zombie attack. Hey baby, wanna go clubbing? Don't see much use for a pen yet either. I have found paper though. I'm wondering if you could write some kind of a message on the paper and like leave it for somebody. Like, hey. Might find a use for duct tape. I know that you can take and make things with duct tape. Like you can combine 2 or 3 items together and make a thing. A lot of the stuff I'm coming across now is what I consider newbie stuff. Just kind of stuff that you would grab up if you're new. Or I mean, if you're just, your character just died and starting over. Not things I want to take with me. Do I always play solo? Not always. Just right now I'm playing solo. Chris Wallstrom says that he got this game only because dogfighting module was delayed. If you can't dogfight, this is a good game as an alternative. I love this game. Obviously, because I'm playing it so damn much and you guys are watching me stream it. It's the quintessential game in my opinion. While I'm not a big PvPer in games like World of Warcraft and other types of games like, say, Call of Duty, I'm older. My reaction time is not nearly as good. Literally, if some guy were to run across in front of me right now, I might not be able to get my gun out in time to kill him. You know what I mean? It's just, I'm that bad. So playing Twitch-based games is a bit hard for me. And when we start doing Star Citizen, I have a Starfare, so obviously I'm not going to be doing a lot of combat. So I'm not that great at these kind of games, or in those kind of games. What I love about this game in particular is that it's pretty much everything you need in a game. First off, it's a survival game. So we talked a little bit about this yesterday, but I'll re-mention it. If you were to take this game, it's a badly damaged orange. I guess I could eat it. Put it on me and then I'll just eat it. If you were to there we go. If you were to take this game and just make it a survival game, you're basically a character that's been dropped somewhere where there's no gear, no equipment, and you're having to play oops, getting a yellow chain, which apparently the yellow chain is worse than the red chain. I'm not sure why that is. If you were to take this game and play as just a survival game, it's hard enough. You're in a huge area. There's nothing around, as far as there's no people to help you. Everything's empty. You're just trying to survive the environment. They built into this game wear and tear on items. Your clothes are going to wear out. Your shoes are going to wear out. All this stuff wears down over time. And I just ate an orange. Why are you feeling thirsty? So that is a game in itself. And then on top of that, you add other players. Now other players are going to try to get your stuff because you've been obviously running around for a while and you've got lots of stuff. So that's a game there. So you've got 2 games there, basically a survival game and then a PvP game where people are going to try to take your things. And then on top of that, you add zombies, which just add another level of intensity that now you have to worry about random creatures chasing you down trying to kill you. And then finally on the piece de la resistance, the permadeath. So after all of that crap, you have permadeath, which if your character dies, it dies and you have to start over from scratch. So do I have an M4? Yeah, I have an M4. I just I don't run it with it out because if I'm going to fight zombies, I want to use my axe. Axes are silent and they don't have any ammo, so I can use it over and over again and it doesn't attract attention from all the other zombies in the area. Of course that guy came to me, but it's not nearly as bad as if I fired a gun. The zombies are going to come from like a mile away. And also other players can hear it, so if I'm trying to sneak up on a player or maybe I kill another player. See, now there's a pathing problem right now. The zombies can walk through walls. Oh my god! I'm unconscious? What the hell is that from? Respawn? Do I ever gain consciousness again? I mean, that's ridiculous. He didn't even hit me. I wasn't even bleeding yet. Oh, man. We're just talking about impermanence of everything, and this is impermanence. Oh, wait. I'm coming back around. Am I? But I am. I'm sliding across the ground. Why am I sliding across the ground? Okay. Let's exit. Go out of this game. Go to a low pinger. We'll connect to it. Well, you know, it is alpha, guys, so that's okay. I just don't want to die from a glitch. You know, I mean, everything else is okay, but dying from a glitch sucks. Right. Oops, let's configure, because it is obviously daytime now. Let's fix this gamma crap. Whoa! No! Come on, please. No, 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 no. Oh my god, I lost everything. I just lost everything. Oh. That's unfortunate. I don't even remember what server that was. So I can't even run back and get all my stuff. You guys remember what server it was? I have to go back. I'd have to watch the stream. Alright, well, here we are. Starting over. That was the longest character I ever had that stayed alive, and honestly, that was not me just dying normally, like, by making a mistake. That was literally something just glitching out. I mean, it hit me once and knocked me unconscious. So then I went to the next server, and it hit me again, knocked me unconscious again, but I wasn't bleeding. There was like no reason to just fall over. So, actually, let's switch to a daytime server. I don't feel like running around in the night anymore. See if we can find a daytime server. It was probably one of these low ping servers up here. Well, see, yeah, you can check the history tab, but the history tab isn't set up by real history. It's random. I'll show you what I mean. We go exit, and then we go out here to go to history. These are all the servers I've ever played on, and they're not by order of when I connected to them. I mean, it might be this one here. It was definitely daytime. So if we get to a daytime server, see, this one's nighttime. Yeah, the history tab is broken. I just don't feel like running around at nighttime anymore. So hopefully, if I can find, there's a 24/7 day. There's a lot of people on this one. Okay, well, at least it's daytime. So it's plus. And, yeah, gonna head on back down to Electro and see what I can find. So it's still alpha. I mean, even though that character was really good and everything, there was no like 100% guarantee that tonight they weren't going to do a character wipe. They've already done 2 since I started playing. So it could have happened. I could have had a character wipe at any point in time. Well, I need a weapon, and a shovel will do. It's not the best weapon, of course, but it'll do. It was my fault anyway. I should have, when we came back, after I came back from being unconscious there, and I switched server, I should have looked to see if there was zombies around, because obviously there was at that gas station, and coming back and just not addressing that problem right off the bat is my own fault. But you know, that's the thing, you get a little bit complacent, you've been playing for a long time, and you know, you just kind of go, okay. I'm matching my girl today. I'm wearing all black. I got black jeans on myself in real life. And my girl is too here. It's so funny how I ended up doing this, making all my characters these girls. I had set it up to be a guy, obviously, and what ended up happening was they did a character wipe or a restart or something, and it permanently changed my default to be this girl, and I know I can go in and change it back to being a guy again, but I thought, why not? There's not too many girls running around, at least I can look at her butt. I died to a glitch. My character was full health. Killing zombies wasn't a big deal. I had killed one with one shot with an axe. I killed one with another shot with an axe. No problem. Right? Third one walks up, I kill it, it starts to fall over, and then the screen goes black and it says you're unconscious. And I was like, hey, what do you mean I'm unconscious? And so I waited and I came back, I'm like, okay, cool. But my character was literally sliding along the ground sideways, and I couldn't do anything. So I took a drink, everything was cool. And then what ended up happening next was, I was like, well, I'll switch servers. And when I switched server, I got to a new server, and I was trying to fix the gamma because it was daytime. Zombie killed me. Then I'm dead. So, here we are. If you play as a dark-skinned woman, her arms turn white when you put gloves on her hands. That's cute. This girl's kind of cute. Looks a lot like an army chick, though. I spent a lot of time in the military, and there's a particular body type that goes into the military for females. I'm not completely 100% accurate, but it's pretty... There's a stereotype, and it's for a reason. So everybody who's just joining us, we're playing DayZ again for another day. I'm going to try to play as long as I can. My family's out shopping. My kids are home from school for Christmas break, and of course it's the weekend, so it's really, really, really noisy around here right now. That's why I'm just gonna play as long as I can, and if they get back, I'll probably just stop streaming. Yeah, I moved the server. That I probably shouldn't have done that. Who knows? It's just unfortunate because that was the longest character I just got through saying I played her for 8 hours so far, and she had everything. I couldn't get anything else. All I was doing at this point was literally upgrading stuff. I'd find something and I'd be like, I'll swap it for this thing because this one's more pristine than that one, you know. It was a crappy way to die, but this game is all about impermanence, man. You never get attached to anything in this game. I mean, that was a glitch. The zombie didn't even hit me and it said you were knocked unconscious. No idea why. so that made no sense. But, what are you gonna do? Just turn the volume up, you won't hear them then. Uh-oh, now I'm getting disconnected. Lovely. It could be the server's restarting. Because they say they restart every 2 hours without warning. Probably because what happens is people go down there and sit at the Air Force base. The colors are a bit more saturated on Twitch, I'm noticing. Yeah, it depends on the server. I know why they do it. I mean, it resets everything. It respawns new zombies and it respawns new gear and equipment and stuff like that. It's not... I don't hate the idea. But there are some servers, the reason they do it is they can then have all their guys near the Air Force base, or the airfield, so that when they when the server resets, they run in and grab all the new gear and run out. This game should have some sort of achievement system for how long your character's been alive or how many zombies you killed. That's one thing that DayZ did do good. I like that part of DayZ. That's probably the only thing in DayZ I even give him a "that's not a bad idea" credit for. I gotta remember I don't have all my gear now too, so I gotta be a little bit more careful when I come up to zombies. This town is always such a murder fest. Now it even looks more like me. Oh god, that stupid Twitch thing scared me to death. I'm like, I hear glass breaking. It's breaking on Twitch. I do miss that axe though. That fireman axe was kick-ass, man. One shot. One shot with that axe. Took out every zombie. Yeah, they need to implement like how many miles you've gone, how long you've been playing the character. All those kind of things are kind of cute, and they don't really affect the gameplay. I mean, it doesn't make you. It doesn't change the way the game's played at all. It just literally is some kind of method to kind of keep track of that stuff. I guess in real life you'd need a pedometer to do that sort of thing, but... Where's the door to this place? I thought I ran right by the front door. Oh, wait a second. They fixed the sun. That's east. Nice. Zombie coming. The other day we were playing and the sun was rising in the south and setting in the north. Which is not quite right. How many times is it going to take me to kill the zombie with a shovel? I think it's going to be quite a bit. Hey, there was a zombie running at me. Where did he go? Oh, who's going after that guy? That guy's got an axe. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright, time to get naked. Perfect weapon for the zombie apocalypse because you're in deep shit after that. That's about right. Okay, she's got a bra on and another t-shirt, so not that I want to see her run around in a bra, but it seems like she would be able to take that shirt off. Why am I doing that? Get up. And use that as a I think he hurt me. Because she's grunting now. Yeah, I don't even bother. If that guy were to kill me right now, I'd have to start over, of course, which would be a pain in the neck, but I don't even bother with, hey, are you friendly? Please don't kill me. Everyone kills you. I look at every single person in this game as an enemy. I don't think of anybody, unless it's somebody who's obviously playing with me. If one of you guys logs in and plays with me, then... Fuck that. She just said, fuck it. What the hell did she say that for? I'm guessing that zombie did some internal damage to her. But there's no, like, indication of what it is. They should have some kind of thing like internal bleeding, infected, gonna be a zombie in 10 minutes, something to give you an indication of what's going on. Because they don't give you anything. Now the chance of anything being in here is pretty low. I hear the zombie chasing after that guy, and I keep thinking they're coming after me. Sometimes Twitch drives you mad. Just got an email for it. Yeah. Anybody here use Better Twitch? Better Twitch will pop up and tell you when one of the people you follow is streaming, which is a great idea. But Twitch doesn't send the notification to Better Twitch for like 45 minutes. There was one time it popped up and told me that I had somebody I knew who just started streaming, and the stream had been over for like 2 hours. I was like, oh cool, go watch this guy. But no, they had been over for 2 hours already. Yeah, you're a wimp, chick. See how much I'm getting hit here and I'm not going unconscious? There was no reason for me to go unconscious back then. Because I had been killing the zombies, it wasn't bleeding. Why don't I just let him kill me and I'll just start over? I'm bleeding like a stuck pig. Use rags, please. Use rags. So yesterday, Zimley says, yesterday we stumbled upon two people that were streaming to Twitch that they were IGN. By their IGN name. And they say friendly, but I hop on their stream and they say, let's kill them before they could get set up. I killed them. Yeah, the shovel does nothing. Apparently in this... look, everything's turning all white already. I've lost so much blood. Stop crouching. Let's put the shovel away. Apparently you can fist fight in this game much better. See you, Zimley. Thanks for coming. She's not a happy camper. I can't see anything. You guys see any blood or anything coming off her? She's not happy. Oh, you're not leaving. I'm sorry. For those just joining me, I think I'm coming down with the flu or something like that, and my head is in a big fog right now, and I can't really think straight. So, I might be missing what you guys are saying, so I apologize. Oh, buy them. Okay. I read it and I understood what happened anyway. Ugh. So we're gonna stream for a while here, and then if the family comes home, I'll hop off. I don't hold out much hope for me making it much farther than Electro. I'm gonna run down there anyway and see if I can get some stuff in that tower. She's grunting and whining a lot, and I don't know what the hell's wrong with her. I almost feel like starting over. Because I can't tell if she's busted up or anything. She's not complaining of having a broken leg or anything like that. All I can think is that she's infected. Maybe by a zombie. No, she's thirsty, which is fine. Zen says, boil your head in a giant vat of chicken soup. You'll either be well or dead afterwards, yeah. For the blood type, there are blood type kits in the game. Also, blood type corresponds to the area you spawn. Oh, I didn't know that. It might be her time of the month. That might be it. I like those collapsible military shovels with the edge on them. Yeah, they're good for using as a club. You're running her too hard, man. She's got the cramps. That's a good possibility, but I don't know if they built menstruation into the game. I just realized you missed the military tents and well out. I meant to tell you. Oh, it's okay. I'm headed down to if this chick stays live long enough, I'm gonna go into Electro and gather a bunch of stuff up, and we'll be fine. We'll do a daytime raid on the airbase, just because I like risking it. It's so stupid. A 9-volt battery is not what is used to run that flashlight. That was the only thing I was missing on that character. It was a watch and a flashlight, and not a flashlight. A watch and a first aid kit. Can you take your own blood out and make a blood bag kit and save it for if you get wounded? This is such a long ass run, I tell you what. How did I die? Died to a glitch. You'll have to watch back the stream. I was alive, killed 2 zombies, a third one walked up on me. I hit it in the head. It fell over. As it fell over, it said, "You are unconscious." And so we waited, and when I came back around, my body was sliding across the map sideways. Or sliding across the ground sideways. I was like, oh, this sucks. So I respawned into another server thinking, well, that'll fix the thing, and it did. So, but everything was hazy. I was like, well, maybe she did get hit, but it didn't register on the thing. So I was like, okay, cool. And while I was trying to drink something and get bandaged up, another zombie hit me from behind, and that was it. She just said shit. I need to get rid of this shovel and get an axe, that's for sure. Once I get an axe, I'm feeling pretty indestructible. Because that axe, it can kill players and zombies pretty effectively. I might be streaming, I don't know, Squirrel. Or, one-eared gamer, sorry. I don't know if I'll still be streaming. Hope we'll stream for another, like, 45 minutes to an hour, and I think we'll call it for today. Because, like I said, I think I need to take a little nap. It might help me out. Maybe start feeling a little better. Well, actually, the family is home right now, so I guess that's it. It's gonna get really, really noisy in here. I got 2 kids and the wife and the dog, and so I'm gonna hop off. Hey, Warbill. Sorry, I'm gonna be hopping off for a little bit. I might come back a little bit later today, once I get some rest. But the server I was on just now, I think was it was a 24/7 server, so I'll tell you what it was if you want to check it out. It was a 24/7. How come I can't see it by the name? Oh, here it is. It was this one, Gaming Fan, 24/7 Daylight. Alright. So, have a good one. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I will see you very shortly. And unfortunately, everyone's showing up now. But, alright. We'll see you all later.